Welcome to Good Mythical More. There was a guy who got bit and stung by all types of insects, and he rated them on a scale, and now we're gonna see if we can guess where everything falls on the scale.
But first, we're gonna freeze frame.
Okay, wonder what they said about us. I always wonder what they say about
You always wonder. Let's start with something we know.
Western honeybee.
A western honeybee is definitely gonna be low on the scale.
Yeah, there's some info on the back if you want to read.
Low on the scale.
If you want to read something.
Well, the scientific name is Apis mellifera.
I don't want you to read that.
They prefer habitats like meadows, open wooded areas, and gardens. Males, called drones, are 15 to 17 millimeters long at maturity. Their stinger is barbed and tears away from the body when used. They die when they sting.
Yeah, it hurts them more than it hurts you. I've been stung by one of these. I would say this is a pain level 1. Like walking across a shag carpet and reaching for the light switch.
I think
maybe 2.
It might be more than 1, but I don't know what else. So a honeybee is gonna be low. Let's put it at 1.
Yeah, we can move it around.
And we'll see what happens.
The ferocious Polybia wasp. I mean, it's got the word ferocious in it.
Well, and look at it. I mean, look at that stinger in the back.
Good gosh. When they catch large prey, they cut them into 2 pieces. The wasp return later to gather the second piece.
Oh, that's ferocious.
Known for eating the eggs of red-eyed tree frogs. They will protect their nest even if it means death from any predator that approaches it. This thing is ferocious.
I just think it's somewhere on the top, in the top 3.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I mean, look at that thing.
We're gonna put this.
Look at that thing. You ever been stung by a wasp?
I'm sure I have.
Like, where's the habitat?
It doesn't say.
We don't know.
Doesn't say.
Hopefully we don't have to run into this thing.
Now,
good grief.
You guys won the main, and of course you heard what I said the prize was.
Yep, it was.
Yeah, bring it in. We're so excited.
I have gifts for you. These pills / jelly beans that are disguised. Let's see if I can pick them up. All right, that's for you.
This is a prize?
Yes, you won the ability to do another scientific experiment, which is what you're doing right now.
Which is tasting these? Mm-hmm. And see what they are?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing if it kills us?
It should be fine.
Gravy. Smoky, nasty, meaty.
It's a nasty one. But I'm trying to figure out what they're going for here. I respect it.
It's bad.
I respect it, but it gets good at the end.
Okay,
meaty,
one
right?
one bean is good, one bean is bad, but you have influenced each other into a confusing place.
What? That's the experiment? Well, I'm gonna tell you, mine was actually bad.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yours was actually good?
Here, let me.
Yours is actually good. You said it gets good. Mine never got good.
But mine was pretty bad at the beginning.
All right, I'm gonna read about another one of these while they're bringing another one in.
But you're prone to think good things are bad, so I don't know what happened.
Red paper wasp.
You had cappuccino.
Okay.
You had liver and onion.
Good, there you go.
So,
Yeah, that adds up.
Yep.
do you want some more? I have more.
No,
I want the cappuccino, yeah.
No, that was it. That was the only one.
Oh.
So,
It got good at the end. It was bad at the beginning when what is
see
this?
what that is. We'll see.
Mine was so bad.
Oh.
And it didn't get better at the end. I was gonna spit it out earlier and I'm gonna give it a chance.
Yeah.
What are you tasting? Describe the science that
It's
I did.
fruity.
So it's peach.
Red paper wasps can release venom onto their nest, and the odor of venom will prompt alarm release responses in its nest mates that then the colony is able to defend against predators.
Now, I had a battle with some paper wasps last summer. I had a battle with yellow jackets too, which was way worse. I did a battle against yellow jackets that had built a long nest in between the logs of a log cabin, and it was...
It's like they spackled it?
And I would be laying in there sleeping, and I would hear them buzzing. And then when I first showed up, there was 50 yellow jackets inside the house. I killed all of them with a vacuum. And
Well, you captured them.
they died
Okay, eventually.
because after I vacuumed them, I took wasp killer and I put it into the vacuum.
You sucked up the wasp killer?
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, you're demented, man.
And but then on the outside, not red paper wasps, but just paper wasps is what I was told they were. They make the little teeny nests. These are like the North Carolina wasps that make those little nests that are like hanging by a little thread.
Yeah.
And then they have a cone-shaped thing. I just don't think they're that, I don't think it's that hard. I think it's a pain level 2.
You don't think it hurts that bad?
Yeah.
What about this? A tarantula hawk.
Almost assuredly the most painful, but I don't know for sure.
They can get to be 4 inches long. They use their stingers for laying eggs.
I've heard about these.
They have a parasitic relationship with tarantulas. They paralyze them and then use their bodies as a safe place for the wasp larva to grow.
This is the most painful. 4 inches long. It's a tarantula hawk.
I have seen these multiple times in real life.
No,
Where?
you haven't.
Yes. The first time was in La Quinta in the desert.
The inn?
No, in the desert, in like I was on a hike and there was a specific flower and they were all like, there were like a dozen or more, huge, like hummingbird size, a dozen or more. And I didn't know what it was. So I was like trying to look at them. And then I found out what they were and I was like, I'm going to try and look at them again. And then since then I've seen individual ones, because we have tarantulas in our neighborhood. I've seen individual ones out and about looking for their meal.
Just in LA.
Yeah, in LA.
Just in LA.
Red fire ant. This is less than a honeybee.
No, it's not.
You think it hurts more?
A red fire ant?
Well, one. But if you get swarmed by a bunch, that's a problem.
A red fire ant, native to South America, but they came up through Central America and now they have infiltrated the United States. They are a big, bad deal. Watch a video on it one time.
So you're saying it's worse than the paper wasp?
You are right that most of the time you get stung by a red fire ant, it is multiples. But
I think it's just
pretty
one.
bad.
It's not that bad. I'm gonna leave it there.
Well, now you're making me think that maybe it's not as bad as a honeybee.
Have you not had a swarm of red ants?
Yeah, but we're
on
saying
you?
that it's only one.
Yeah. But you both have had that experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting down in the
Same.
South?
Yeah.
Sitting down in the South and having one bite you on the...
One of my first
perineum?
PA jobs in Wilmington, I was standing to do something and looked down and my whole leg was enveloped in them. And that was the time period where you didn't want to be the PA that had red fire ants all over your leg.
Yeah.
Because that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And it hurt.
Yeah.
And now it just makes you the center of attention.
So you hit it?
I don't think I could. It hurt. There was too much going on. I had to do something about it.
But if it was like 20 bees, it would have been worse, right? Right?
Well, I can't say.
I don't think so. Okay. Trapjaw ant, capability of opening 180 degrees, their mouths. It's the second fastest moving predatory appendages within the animal kingdom.
Recorded jaw closure speed between 78 and 143 miles per hour?
Good gosh.
Okay.
Trapjaw.
Look at those.
Look
That's
how
a top
big it
one.
is.
That's a top one. It's a top one.
More than the hawk, we're saying. All right,
I don't know. Oh. But is it venomous?
He doesn't say.
Or is it just really, really hard? I don't know. I think tarantula hawk might be the top one.
Yep, we're gonna switch these back. That's what I think. I mean, it's a wasp, but it's called a hawk. All right, we're locked in.
We're locked in.
Okay, we're gonna start from 1. Red fire. ant.
see,
It's
we
what
got
you said. It's the
should've
one singular
Should
versus
have done it.
1.5. We have the wasp that is ferocious.
Oh!
The ferocious wasp.
Oh, so he's just strong. He can rip things apart, but he can't sting you worth a crap.
Huh?
So we're doing that.
Not as much as a honeybee. Okay.
2. We have the honeybee.
Okay.
Okay, finally.
Correct.
Okay. Now this is where it gets interesting. Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. 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 Now this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, 2.5 trapjaw ant.
Okay. It's just one guy's opinion.
And then red paper wasp. And then, yes,
we were
tarantula hawk is by far
I
the-
want to see this guy get stung by a
Let's see the other
tarantula
ones.
hawk.
All right, take those out.
Oh, there's more.
I told you, man.
Oh.
We had 6 more. All right, so we're gonna run through these. Oh, this is an unstable paper wasp.
Ooh, that's worse than ferocious.
Male's sole purpose is mating. I get it, man. They either die or are killed by the females.
So paper wasp, we're just gonna say similar to last time.
Little wasp.
Can't be worse than a paper wasp. It's little.
The workers bite each other to communicate the time to start working.
Oh, that's what we do sometimes.
Start working. It's a little wasp. Come on.
Yeah, it's down low.
Velvet ant. Ooh, that's
Let me see
scary
that
looking.
guy. He's pretty.
Once
They're
they find their
actually
mate,
wasps.
they go different ways.
Anti-predator warning signals.
They have a loud squeak.
If you have a loud squeak, you don't get everything.
Yeah.
You don't also get a great sting. You probably have, you know what? Pain level 1, probably
Yeah,
nothing.
that's what- 'cause
you're
it-
squeaking and making
'Cause
odors.
everything else is a deterrent.
Yeah.
And finally, we get a hornet in here.
Everything
the
has a cost.
nocturnal one.
Hornets hurt. That's how you remember it. Hornets hurt.
They rapidly beat their wings in a collective manner, which seems to be a means of regulating the nest temperature under the hot sun.
But you think you'd be able to, in a natural environment, be like, that's a hornet, that's a wasp, that, like, you'd be like, hornet versus wasp?
Yeah.
If I was in this state or North Carolina, most places in America, yes, I would be able to tell you the difference.
I mean,
Why? What do you mean? Because hornets are only in certain places?
Because I got experience.
Well, what
I
does that
know-
have to do with California versus North Carolina?
I'm saying that I'm familiar with the bug life around these parts.
And hornets aren't here?
I don't know.
Oh, we got hornets, yeah.
I don't know. What's the difference between
And
a wasp
wasps
and a
aren't
hornet?
here? What are you saying?
Google that.
No, they're all here. I'm just saying I can tell the difference. Hornet's bigger.
What's the
Yeah.
difference between a hornet and a wasp? Tell us.
Well, a wasp
Not you.
has
Not talking to you.
a wasp usually has a small. There's some place in their body that it gets really, really small where it attaches.
Like, see
So
that
they're
guy's got a really small
they're
thing?
thoracic.
But a hornet is more, see that
Hornets
one?
are a subset of wasp. They are generally larger,
But they're bigger.
more robust.
Yeah, they're just
and-
bigger. But a bee doesn't have that little tiny section
Like that right
It
there.
doesn't get small. A bee won't do that. A bee stays big all the way through.
Now this one looks scary. Suturing army ant. Known as sausage ants because of their large size and sausage shape. Colonies have up to 2 million people. Well, ants. Brazil, Peru, and Mexico. Suturing army ants. This is like a medic.
Yep.
So if you get bit, then he comes in and sews it up.
Did you notice how your wife put into the group chat the other day that there was a snake? She took a picture of a snake and she was like, "What is this snake? Is it a rattlesnake?" Did you see who responded?
You responded
Yeah. And did you hear what I told her?
that it was a garden snake.
It's a gopher snake.
Gopher
I said
snake.
you can pick it up if you like.
Yeah. I was driving. That's the only reason I didn't respond. When I got home, I said, "What did you touch it?" She said, "No." And finally, bullet ant.
Bullet ant is the number one.
This is the one that
They put into the glove.
put in the glove. So we know that that's
The
full.
bullet ant glove.
Yeah, it's
You
the
think we'll
worst.
ever do that?
No.
You think we'll ever do it? I think we'll do it.
Nope. Never.
I think we'll do it one day.
Never do it. Never do it.
I think we'll do it one day.
Why? So what do you want to switch around here?
When we get, like, we're only
just don't know.
somewhat desperate now, but when we get fully desperate, like when
It
we
could-
get to the bottom of desperation,
I think it could kill us at our age.
that's why the people will watch. Might kill them at their age. That's what they'll be saying. Might kill them at their age. We got to watch.
That's a Thursday.
Thursday episode, yeah.
What if we eat the ants though?
Okay, we're locked in.
I say we're locked in.
You're locked in?
Yep.
Okay.
We start with 4 because we know we're right about that.
You're correct.
Yep.
Bullet ant is 4. 3.
Go back to 1 now because we
Okay.
feel good about number 1
Is
too.
it the little wasp?
It's the little wasp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you didn't say that.
Oh.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to change?
Yep.
No. We were right about
No,
this.
where's paper? Where's paper
You
wasp?
have it in your hand.
Did I say that? And then this.
I don't want you to do that.
Well, none of that really helped anything.
Yikes.
1.5, suturing army ant.
Oh, the
put it- we
suturing
put it
army
way over
ant
here.
has
It's
got
got such-
nothing. It's all for show.
Big old honkers.
And then
Mandible.
2 is unstable paper wasp. So that's correct.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 2.5 is nocturnal hornet.
Yeah. Oh, that velvet ant has got everything.
Yeah,
huh?
velvet ant at 3.
Explosive and long lasting. You sound insane as you scream. Hot oil from the deep fryer spilling all over your entire hand.
My
That sounds
dude.
pretty awesome.
Did you read that velvet ants are actually wasps? Did I miss that in your?
I said it very quickly.
But yeah,
Yeah.
wow, everything's a wasp. Turns out.
Actually
You
was.
see why? Look. See how thin it gets in that one place?
That's your reason, right?
I don't know.
And here now, all these people are going to be repeating that. Well, you can tell it's a wasp because how thin it gets in that place.
Right. See if that's
That's
true.
not. We don't know if that's true.
See
so
if
don't,
it's true.
Don't
Does
go
a-
repeating
just,
that.
Just Google, does a wasp get thin in a place?
Some wasps, like thread-waisted wasps, have very thin waist, while others, like paper wasps, have a more wasp-like waist.
See, don't repeat that. Don't repeat what this guy says.
I mean, but it seemed right, didn't it?
It doesn't matter.
Gopher snake. I was right about that.
We don't know if you are. I
No,
mean,
yeah. I was right about the gopher snake. She could have picked it up if she wanted.
She didn't. Check out Emily. Have you seen this on the mythicalsociety.com?